welcome to the Monday edition of the United Front Show. My name is Raz. Hope everybody's doing well, and I hope you had a great weekend. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, if you're like me, a true Manchester United fan, and you saw the result, or you watch the game and you see how things went, it's hard to have a good weekend after waiting so long to, well, it wasn't really long, but after waiting in anticipation and excited about the new season starting, and we get an easy draw against Crystal Palace at Old Trafford, and we lose 3-1. That was a very, very tough pill to swallow, to be honest with you. With that being said, we knew that coming into this season, we were very, very unprepared. Just to name a few obvious things, we had the incident with Maguire, the incidents involving Greenwood, Pogba coronavirus, Wan-Bissaka went to Dubai and had to quarantine. We had, no signings. I mean, we really got Van De Beek, was the only one. It's just only one preseason game against Villa, and we lost 1-0. A lot of things, a lot of distractions. And to be honest with you, this was the worst preseason that I can remember as a Manchester United fan. It's almost like we have either written this season off already, and I'm talking top to bottom. I'm talking from the owners of the company. Yeah, it is a company. The owners of the club not investing. Woodward, being all of a sudden very cautious about how Manchester United are spending their money, which is, and compared to the likes of Chelsea, obviously they're in a different league when it comes to spending because they've got really 2 seasons worth of, spending budgets that they're using this season. So they look good, obviously, on paper. Liverpool, they've made a couple of good signings. Arsenal, they've addressed a lot of areas that needed, to be addressed. Everton are looking amazing. Spurs have also, done some business. A lot of teams, even the ones that are in the bottom half of the table. So when you look at it from that perspective, it is very, very concerning. What is disturbing to me is the fact that after watching that game, and I get it, it's only one game, right? We've got 37 games left in the season. And by the way, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate that. Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, and Van De Beek. Game number 1. Is that the right combination? And I'm not getting into tactics here, but we are talking about it. I'm not questioning Solskjaer's tactics, but this is a valid question. I would rather see Matic involved somewhere. I don't care if you play those 3 in the same team, but Matic has to be there somewhere to break up plays, and Matic offers that security that this defense that we now know is really weak based on not only what happened this weekend. Think about what happened with Sevilla. We keep on giving away cheap goals. And there was, a few more that happened there. So something needs to be addressed defensively. Yes, Wan-Bissaka did not play. We had Fosu-Mensah there. That first goal, Wan-Bissaka could have probably put his foot there, and that cross is not coming in. So the other part, too, is I think the players are really dejected. They were expecting, after the effort and the season that they put in, I'm sure they're expecting a few other players to come in and help out. Unfortunately, that did not happen. Should we be surprised? No, not really. Well, yes and no. Yes, because Manchester United, it's very unlike United. I get it, we're in a pandemic year. It's very odd. It's very different. And, we did not punish our players by, cutting their wages during the pandemic season. I'm sure we committed to the pledges that we made to charities and things like that. So I get that part, that financially we're not in a strong position as we were, in comparison to years past. That's obvious. I don't know many clubs that would say that they are. But the other part too is it's just a very, very tough pill to swallow when you think about the fact that we knew when the season was ending. We had a certain time frame to prepare. We had several different obstacles that came in our way, and we only managed one preseason friendly, and that was it. Who's to blame for that? Why did that happen? We were busy, based on the tabloids, or papers, whatever you want to call them, chasing Jadon Sancho. Still chasing him. Have we missed the opportunity to address certain important positions like defense? And what is this talk of Telles coming in as a left back? Don't we already have Luke Shaw and Brandon Williams? Does that mean one of them is leaving? In addition to that, Marcos Rojo is still on our books. Why is that? Chris Smalling. What is going on with Chris Smalling? Can we get Chris Smalling to maybe partner up with Maguire, and let's see what happens there? Do Solskjaer and Chris Smalling need to sit down and say, let's work it out? Or is it, maybe it's not Solskjaer. Maybe it's Chris Smalling and Woodward. Maybe Smalling has made up his decision and he doesn't want to be there. Jones is still there. Why is Jones still there? I don't want to go off like some of those other channels, but I'll be very honest with you. It's quite frustrating right now. It really is. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. With that said, let's talk about what Manchester United really need to do to fix what is happening right now, turn the page, and start moving forward. Number one, hopefully Wan-Bissaka gets back very, very soon, because playing this weekend against CP, we could see that we really missed him. Luke Shaw, I'm not really sure. Maybe we need Telles. But if that happens, what happens to Brandon Williams? Yes, we know for sure. The obvious is the fact that Lindelof and Maguire are not jiving. We saw it last year against Sevilla. We saw it against a few other teams. Then guess what? First game, that happens. David De Gea could have saved that second goal, maybe. Was it second or third? Anyway, whatever. He could have saved that. The goal that Zaha scored, that wasn't, from the spot kick. He didn't do that. So, if that's the case, then how are we, supposed to move forward if we don't address those? Arsenal have done their part. They've addressed a lot of areas. I still see some weaknesses there and there. I mean, if they have a really tough offense coming at them, I don't know how well that defense will hold up. But in the time being, they're winning. That's what matters. So it's important for us to really get back to form as soon as possible. And I think Solskjaer needs to determine, can he still play those three together? Bruno, Van De Beek and Pogba. We need Matic in there somewhere. We really do. Without him, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Because he's wired differently. He's not one who's going to demand the ball all the time, but he will make some very, very important moves and be in the right places at the right time. And that's critical from a defensive perspective. So, lots of things to think about. Let's hope that there's going to be some good news. Not really sure, to be honest with you, what's going to happen. Either way, the season is here, so we have to sink or swim. And I can tell you that sinking is not fun. It's happened before. It's not fun. In addition to that, we obviously have to make sure that as United fans, we try to exercise some patience. Yes, it's been very, very difficult. It's been challenging. And yes, you can sense the frustration. But at the end of the day, look, it's one game in the season. We've got Champions League. We've got a little bit of time to fix this. But we got to be working very, very hard right now to get it all done. So anyway, I look forward to speaking with you on Wednesday. Until then, enjoy the rest of the week. I am out.